We're at Gary's house right now instead of my house where we usually film. And this is the mug, if you're watching us online, that Gary's wife, Ginger, gave me. It's a Santa mug.
Yeah, it's very cute.
If it wasn't for how much I like ginger, I would not drink out of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't like drinking out of whimsical mugs.
What?
I don't like drinking out of like, this mug is Mickey Mouse's pants.
Okay.
I don't like things
now
like that.
That I get. That is just a regular mug, though.
Yeah,
with
but
a
it's
print
got
on the outside.
It's got a printing of Santa's on the outside.
Just experiencing joy. The Santa's excited. It's Christmas time.
I'm just saying, when I'm drinking my coffee,
You're
that
an
I take a
adult.
lot of pride in.
You want to be seen as an adult.
I don't know, seeing as a child, as a kid.
Who brought the kid?
Oh
Look
my
out.
goodness.
Oh my gosh, I see it now.
I see it. Yes. And this is interesting. A lot of people have commented on our glasses or our glasses conversation.
Oh, really?
So I think it was the first or second episode.
Yeah.
You were commenting.
Oh, you just the glasses that you had.
At my house.
This is a very nice glass. I really enjoy this.
I've gotten a lot of feedback on that.
Yeah.
I did not realize you were saying that your family,
Yeah.
you kind of hang on to glasses forever.
Right. I still have a glass that's when my wife and I got married 20 years ago.
Whew.
It's just, we don't ever throw, I don't think about throwing pieces of glass unless they're broken into the trash or being like,
yes,
done with this.
So
Perfectly good glass that still works.
right. So our friends Jesse and Quinn Purdue,
Yes.
they're a couple.
Yes. Wonderful. What a blessing they are.
What a wonderful couple they are. They were saying that they were listening to our podcast and that their families individually
Yeah.
also keep glasses forever.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
I don't get not keeping them. Like, it just seems like the respectable thing to do.
I don't want to drink out of a cup that says St. Francis on it. That's a
you're
hospital.
talking, that's a dig on my wife now. Now we're taking shots at our spouses.
It's just what came to mind. Although
my wife does have a cup, very obnoxious and
it's very large,
and
like
she
52
drinks,
ounces.
It's
60.
not quite that big, but it's
Isn't it 52 ounces?
I think it's maybe 48.
Okay.
So
okay.
just pump the brakes here, pal.
Sorry, got that wrong.
It's up there, and it's very obnoxious and
but she drinks out of it every day.
She has two of them, and they came when the birth of our children. And I don't know. I guess it's just comfortable to her.
Your youngest child is 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
his is 11. So one of them's 11 years old. And one of them's 8 years
we got no glasses that are 8 years old in my house.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no. Our glasses are max a couple years old.
And so after, just help me out here.
Yeah.
After 2 years, you're drinking a glass and you go, you know what?
I don't like this glass.
I don't like this glass. I don't like the shape of it.
That's exactly what I do.
I don't like the way it feels in my hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you in a landfill.
Yes, that is what happens. Yeah. So we had like
not even like give them to Goodwill or like let somebody else enjoy this in their home. Just
sometimes
trash it.
A garage sale. Sometimes. But like there's this cup I have. It's a mug.
Yeah.
And I like the mug, but I don't like the design on it anymore.
Okay.
And the only reason I've kept it is because a friend of mine bought it for me when I was on a trip with Gary.
Yeah.
And I just like, when I look at it, I think
Reminds you
about
of
that
Yeah.
trip and it was fun. However, I hate the logo so much that I don't want it in my hand.
Trashed it.
So I just am not drinking out of it right now.
Okay, but that's the cue.
That's the step.
That's the cue. That's
It's
the
pretty
setup
soon.
cue
Yeah.
for the trash.
Yeah. So hate to
He also does this with his friends.
Yeah, this
Not-
is a
yeah, okay. If anyone, okay. Let's, if
I don't know
anyone,
what it is about. I think because it's made out of glass and that it never like wears out.
what
it
about
just-
a plastic cup?
Yeah, well, that's like the ones that Lisa drinks out of. I can see it more clearly. Like maybe we should do something different here.
Okay. Yes.
But there's something about it being like a glass. And I guess, I mean, I remember growing up seeing like my grandparents' glasses that you like, this was clearly made in the 70s. It's like brown tinted.
Well, that's
or
a little
something
different.
like that, where it's like, oh, this is clearly like out of fashion. But like the glass I have 20 years ago, I was like, oh, it's fine. I mean, it's fine.
I mean, honestly, we have a couple of glasses like that.
Yeah,
that
those
we
are cool
got
now,
from
probably.
like deceased relatives.
I see.
So a little different, and
Yeah.
we don't really drink out of them, but we
Gotcha.
have them. Sometimes we make candles out of them because Di makes candles.
Oh, that's cool.
And so it's kind of nice. You can just.
Do you think we've talked for too long about glasses at this point?
I
Or should we
mean,
continue
there's
down?
only a few things people have commented on our podcast, and this being the big one.
This is a real hot button.
Real hot button
Issue.
issue. So Jesse and Quinn, thanks for mentioning
you.
this.
Or not thank you
Yeah.
for any of the listeners that are super bored right now.
No, actually, and I want to say two other shout outs to two other people who regularly text me their comments about the old pod.
Okay.
Number one is my friend Abby Rawlings.
Okay. Thanks, Abby.
She laughed so hard at the fact that I say Bengals.
Yeah.
If you listen to that episode where we were talking about the Cincinnati
Yeah, it
Bengals,
is very weird way of
41
saying
years
it.
old is how old I was when I learned it's Bengals. So
The Cincinnati Bengals.
I was
I've
today
heard
years
you
old.
say Bengals before.
It never corrected me.
Because I just thought it was like a weird pronunciation.
You're
of
like,
Bengals.
you know what I want to do?
I didn't know
wait till
you
it's on
were-
a podcast and he'll be embarrassed.
I didn't know you were trying to say Bengals. I thought it was just kind of like coming out that way.
Do you think I accidentally say things sometimes? Like,
I mean, sometimes
you know, it'd be
you
real
just
funny.
use- what
You
do you
know,
say, a vowel?
like
What
I'm
is it?
like, you know, it'd be so funny if I say Bengals instead of Bengals.
I don't know. I don't know why I didn't think to correct you.
Not a true friend. That's why.
Maybe that's why.
She says jalapeno.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
And I said, Stephanie, do you see that little tilde over the end? You're saying it wrong. It's jalapeno.
Did you say something?
I did after like a couple years of hearing her say jalapeno.
It's a long time.
Jalapeno. Or what does my wife say? Oh, the granite instead of granted. You know, granite. We and so I used to always when anytime she would say
Countertops?
every time she would say granite, I would just go, oh, countertops.
Oh man.
Oh, we're talking like I'll play along as if she's actually talking about the countertops. Like,
If I did that to Diana, she would be very mad
I
at
mean-
me for making fun of her.
she knows, like we're joking around, and she doesn't say it anymore,
Oh, okay.
which was all part of my plan.
Di and I have a thing where if one of us says a word incorrectly,
Yeah,
we will kindly say,
yeah.
hey, just so you know, that word is this, because we don't want you to say it in front of.
And I've done that many times.
Okay.
Yeah. So that.
Stupid in front of everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I'm doing you a favor by and I would hope she would do the same for me. But at this point, then it would.
Yes.
It's like a joke, and
Yeah.
yeah, those.
Email
countertops,
us.
we
Tell
do
us,
need
what
to-
do you do for your spouse? riskitpod@gmail.com.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of a fun episode because we're just kind of like,
We're looking-
recapping the year
Yeah.
a little bit.
So welcome to
Things
the
are winding
podcast.
down.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
If you're watching it, we have a Christmas tree. We're at Gary's house. I'm drinking out of a Christmas mug.
I have not a mug, but a cup that is a Arby's Collector's Series from 1978. This is number 2 of 4.
When Arby's was classic.
Back when Arby's, can you imagine getting a cup like this at Arby's?
That's so weird.
I mean, that's a pretty good incentive to go
sophisticated glassware
get a number 2 at
at
Arby's.
Arby's.
With the mug.
I think it's
At your
fun.
local Arby's. I
Who's-
was born in 1978. That's
Who's the
amazing.
guy who's like, all right, guys, here's what's happening? Like at the corporate office.
Yeah.
Like, here's what's happening. We're making collectible
Yeah.
glasses. When people buy their sandwiches, we'll say, hey, you can buy these 4 glasses. Is that a thing?
I remember getting a mug at McDonald's that was like something kind
mug?
of like that. but
Really?
printed. It must have been a big thing back in
And
the
you
late
liked
70s.
it. I mean, you were a kid or whatever.
was
I mean, they do Chick-fil-A calendars.
Yeah, but those have coupons on them.
I guess that's the only reason people buy them.
Yeah, exactly. You got a free sandwich in December.
I'm thinking about doing a Steven Stevens calendar
Are you really?
with
Oh,
like
dude.
a picture for every month.
All right. Email in
That would be fun. wouldn't it?
riskitpod@gmail.com if you think we should do a Steven Stevens.
I could maybe, it might be easier to produce if I did a Christmas comedy where I do several of my characters. It might be easier.
I mean, I think Steven
but
Stevens
Steven,
is
it would be
better.
amazing.
Yeah. One Pastor Bobby in the middle. That's just like, he's.
Just a nice family shot of me and my
yeah.
family.
Yeah. That's.
June was really weird.
June was
Just
odd.
Just
Yeah.
his family. That's weird.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea. I think that's a great
Yeah,
idea.
that would be
actually.
fun.
Yeah, why didn't you? Why
I'm
haven't
sorry,
you already
just
done
said
that?
calendar and it made me think of
No,
that.
that's a good idea.
Anyway,
Yeah, and then I could do an Adam Bush calendar.
there you go.
Just pictures of me, you know.
Not variant. What's the word I'm looking for? Various different stages of
Yeah.
undress.
Yeah. What? No, I wasn't gonna take it there. I was just gonna stay dressed the whole time.
Okay.
And-
No shirt on one. Just
No. How funny would it be though if somebody was just like, "Got your Christmas present, Adam Bush
Bush
calendar." All right.
I think that's amazing. I would buy one of those.
Yeah, it's Adam Bush.
Just you on stage.
Yeah, it's only shots of me on different stages. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'd be fun to just see you out in a field somewhere, like sitting on a really fancy couch in the middle of a wheat field.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
goodness.
Yeah. So we're in this episode. It's a year in review.
Yeah.
Year in review, and we're
Just
looking
hitting
at
the highlights.
we're looking at the highlights of the past year on our journey. We each picked one thing that we're pretty proud of, or like was an experience.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first? Or you want me to do
Well,
it?
you can go first.
Okay. So this year, Gary was saying we should have a personal and a professional.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Personal thing is I quit my full-time job.
Yeah.
I did that in April on Easter Sunday.
Amazing.
That was my last day.
That's the time. I mean, if you work at a church,
That's really a good time to.
that's like leaving after you've won the Super Bowl. A sports reference. I'm sorry.
No, I don't understand. I just don't
Super Bowl is
understand
the
it.
biggest game of the year.
Okay, thank you.
And, yeah. So it's like the championship game.
No, okay.
So it's what they do at the end of the season to crown a champion.
There's a crown.
It's not actually a crown, it's a trophy. But yeah, you like Easter, peace out.
Wait, why is Easter a big deal?
I'm saying it's a good time to leave. Like it's like you finished on a high.
Oh, so you're saying like for a football player, it'd be like
Leaving after the Super Bowl.
leave the win the Super Bowl and be like peace out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would be a big deal. Okay,
Yeah, that would be a great
whereas
way.
Easter is kind of the Super Bowl of church.
That was the joke. I'm sorry I didn't make it clear enough.
No, I got it. Thank you. Yeah. So Easter Sunday, I left my job after
Yeah.
15 years and to pursue comedy full time, writing full time. And so far it's going pretty good. So that's a personal thing I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 7 months out and we're doing good.
It's awesome. Yeah.
It's happening.
17 shows in 17 days.
I've got 17 shows in 17 days
that
in
you
December.
just completed.
That I just, depending on when you're listening to this. Yeah, that's happening December. And then professionally, I filmed my first comedic one-man show,
Yes.
which is called Who Brought the Kid?
Yeah.
And that was like kind of like about 4 years in the making of like writing and performing different pieces. And then I filmed what I called I performed what I called the show before the show, which was like, all right, put it all together, see how it works out.
Yeah.
And then I did a house show with the same kind of like updated material. And then I did a big show.
Yeah.
And we filmed it and it'll come out next year.
It's awesome.
So, and then from there, we'll just go from there.
You've had an amazing year. You've had an
It was
incredible
good.
year.
Yeah, it was good, right?
Well, and you're working on a show.
Yeah, and I work on my television show, The Page Finders. We make that up in Virginia.
Yeah, you got so many cool things going on.
I say we make it in Virginia. We make it in America because it's in different places.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we were talking about this. I've never said this on the podcast, but back in November of 2021 is when I decided I'm gonna make a move to quit my job and pursue stand-up full time.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal is within 5 years from November to be on the Tonight Show. Like that's my goal. And I think that's important to say out loud because I think it's easy to like kind of like want to do something one day, but like feel like you can't really say this is my dream or this is my goal.
Yeah, that's cool.
But that's a goal of mine.
Yeah, that's really
kind
cool.
of a big goal.
Yeah, I've always had a dream to be in a movie that shows in the theater. And I don't even know why that, and you know, as I unpack it, it's probably like some more insecurity of like, I'm trying to validate myself to be like, oh, I'm actually, in the theater. But it's just something that I always thought would be super cool. Like to be able to go to a theater and be like, holy crap, I'm in that movie. That's so fun. And so that hasn't happened yet.
The way you said it though was kind of like you were surprised that you were in it. Hey, look at that! I'm in that movie.
It is me in there. Forgot I was in this one. That hasn't happened, but I'm closer than I was,
Yes.
A year ago.
Are you taking active steps towards that?
That's no.
But you're sending out good thoughts about it.
But I'm sending out good thoughts. No, I did actually have a guy reach out to me and ask me to try out for a role in a movie that he's doing.
And you're like, no.
No, we'll see. He wasn't offering me the role. He was just saying, hey, you should read for this role.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try out for that. And then I had some different cool stuff. I got to do a campaign for our aquarium here in Tulsa. That was kind of a fun acting project.
Is that your highlight of the year?
Sorry, my highlight of the year, I think, is...
Hold on, I just realized something. A second ago, I said I wanted to shout out two people. I shouted out one. The other is our friend Tiffany Tolbert, who always sends us comments about the
Tolbert.
About the podcast.
We love you, Tiffany.
We love you, Tiffany.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Just saying
Thank
hi.
you for listening.
We have the same birthday, Tiffany and I.
What you guys have.
Oh, isn't it special?
It's so special.
Just you and me, TT. Just you and me, Tiffany. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I
No.
wouldn't say just you and me.
You know
that
what?
Sounds weird.
It'll just be the collective we.
Yeah, that's good.
You were saying what is your big thing?
So I I wish this was more interesting, but I would say mine. It's tough. I guess I don't know if this would be a personal or a professional because it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
But just like having interaction with Michael Bublé and getting to do.
Oh yeah.
Go to his show and interact with him, and he was so kind to me. And all of that was just really, really special and really, really cool. And I think that'll be a highlight, that I'll cherish for a long time.
If you don't know the whole story, go back and watch the episode Duet with Bublé.
Duet with Bublé. So that's really cool. So that there was kind of a personal side of that, but also a professional side of it as well. But professionally, I came into January. I had left my job the year before, and we had enough money. And I had done some freelance projects and things. Like we were good through the end of the year, and we were like, okay, so when January comes, that's when we're going to really need to start, making some money.
Mm-hmm.
And so January came, and I made $600 through the whole month of January.
That's 3 times what you need.
Which is, I don't know if you know this, but it's not enough.
Okay.
To provide for a family of 6.
Okay.
And so it was just really scary. I say it was really scary. It was just like disappointing. I think more than anything, it was like, oh man. But January is the month that I started posting on TikTok as well. And I stepped into TikTok thinking I'm going to commit for a couple of years and see what happens. And so what I'm getting to is that I started doing a lot of freelance. January, February, March was very, very busy doing freelance. And I was kind of like, this is great. I'm paying the bills, but it's still kind of not really what I'm wanting to do long term. And so then through TikTok and Cameo, I was able to not do freelance production anymore. And so for most of this year, I've just been doing acting and performing, and that's providing for my family, which is so rare. Like I'm so thankful that is an opportunity for me. And, it's just, I just pinch myself just thinking like so few people get to do this. And I just feel so grateful. So that's probably the big highlight for me was just this idea of like being able to like provide for my family by doing things that I love to do.
Yeah, probably not a lot of artists, especially in Tulsa, but in Oklahoma, who get to live here and do what they're good at.
I mean, just how many artists in general get to do art or, what they love to do, and that be kind of the primary source of income. Probably not that many.
No, so not that many.
I feel very lucky and very blessed to be able to do that.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to in the next year?
Yeah, so we talked about it a while ago, but I'm hoping to do more live stuff.
Yeah.
This next year, figuring out how to like do my characters live and on stage, how that would make sense for different applications, whether that be at churches or be for corporate gigs or whatever, comedy clubs, I don't know, but just like how to make that work.
Yeah.
And would love to kind of do a little bit, some shows in some different areas, and kind of, I'd love to put a little tour together with you or something like that.
Yeah.
Just a little 3 or 4 state thing or something.
That'd be
Just
awesome.
Kind of test the waters. But
Yeah.
that's kind of what I'm looking to, is doing
So if you
more
want us to come to your place,
more live stuff. Yeah.
hit us up, riskitpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm hoping,
Yeah.
this is a big hope, a lot going on in 2023 in the old Bush house.
Yeah.
But my hope is to get picked up and go on tour with my first headliner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like kind of in
That's
the
a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really big deal. But like, for a lot of comics, you kind of start out where I'm at, and that is just like trying to jump on shows or make your own shows or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. But like a step going up is that a headliner would take me with him or her.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my eye on kind of a couple that I feel like I would fit
Yeah.
really
right.
well.
Yeah.
A couple clean comedians that I kind of would fit their audience really well.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so whether that's like a club tour or a theater tour, like that's sort of where I'm going to be headed after I edit my special and get it out there and promote it. And we keep going with the podcast. Like my hope is that do that.
Yeah. So you want to travel with a headliner?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. And they're kind of short runs,
I
because
see.
like we were saying that like a lot of tours are just, they kind of go Wednesday to Sunday or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes with the bigger ones, they'll do like if somebody like Leanne Morgan or Angela Johnson or Neighbor Gotsey, they'll go out. I mean, yeah, they could do a Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because they're doing a theater. or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
So it's
they're a big deal.
Yep. That's my hope.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. And then for the podcast, we're going to keep going.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday. We've got some guests that are coming on
We do.
this next year. So that's pretty exciting.
Do we want to say or do we not say?
I don't know.
Let's maybe just wait.
We're going to wait.
Just wait.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Yeah, Gary
We don't
says
wanna-
wait.
we don't
Okay.
wanna jinx
But we're
anything.
excited. Yeah, that's going to be really fun. And
Hold on. We can confirm it is not Tom the assistant.
It is not going to be. I know we got a lot of comments, people asking that
About Tom the assistant.
come back
Yeah.
and be a guest. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's just not going to.
yeah, I've been working on a new scene with Tom, the assistant. Yeah, if we could just,
Do you wanna just
we
try
could
it?
roll that and then be done. Yeah,
Let's just
is that-
try it.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm Tom the assistant.
I'm the boss.
You're the boss.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, boss.
Hey, Tom.
Your 3 o'clock's here.
Okay, great. Well, who is my 3 o'clock?
Right this way. Scene.
So what you've done is, instead of it being about the form, figure out what's on the form.
Well,
Now everyone's going like, who is the 3 o'clock? Who is the 3 o'clock?
we're just raising questions.
They're raising questions. It's brilliant.
Tom doesn't even know.
Tom doesn't even know.
What's great in that what's great in this scene is that I have all the answers.
Yeah.
And you're in the scene, but you don't know anything. So do you see the
I see the complexity of the scene.
All
I
right.
think this is Tom the worst assistant.
Yeah.
Really? Because he provided the paper on time. He notified you when your 3 o'clock was here.
That's true. He did his job.
He did his job. So, yeah.
No. Well,
Not a great ending for the
not a
podcast
great
episode.
ending. I'm sure people are laughing
Yeah, right. Yeah.
hysterically.
If you're laughing, email us. Let us know you were laughing. riskitpod@gmail.com. Anything else you want to say? This is just for the year.
Thank you for listening or watching and for
Oh, yeah, it's been-
supporting us.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, it means the world. It's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah. People keep listening and watching. And yeah, we're excited. All right. If you want to say anything to us, riskitpod@gmail.com. Leave us a comment or whatever. Or if you have a question, we'll read it online or on air. And then subscribe our podcast, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you're listening to it. That helps. You can share it, of course. And then you can follow us at Hey Adam Bush and at Chris Munch Comedy. And order a cameo from Chris.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sure.
I'm not going to do a cameo for you,
No.
but you can have me come out and do your show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would do a show.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Let us know. We'll come to your place. Do a show. What do you want to say?
Oh, no, I just,
Gare, you want to close us out? What are you laughing at?
I was about to, I was, I was gonna do a Steven ending, and then but then it got all weird, and then I.
How about that? Hold on.
Do a cameo. And
Hold on. How about this?
Please, would love
and then Steven, just to end the episode, you want to say anything to the ladies out there?
First of all, thank you for your support. I hear every comment. I see every comment. And it means the world to me. So, blessings. What's that?
So gross.
Oh, man, fun times. All right.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.